The interesting thing about humans, I look at it with people with their dogs.
This could be a problem.
Yeah.
Boy, we
If you think of people with their dogs, and they've got the plastic bag and they pick it up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Would they do that for their partner?
Holy moly.
I don't think so.
No, that's no one's.
I didn't see where you're going there. I was thinking, would they do it for an elephant? No, I'm thinking, well, you're going to need a pretty big hand and a plastic bag.
I think you'd need one of those Glad garbage bags
Yeah.
with the ties on the top. But would you do it for your partner, David? You've really caught me unawares there.
Well, that's something to think about, isn't
Live
it?
to air. Would I do it for my partner? Oh, dear, oh dear.
I'm going to have to
You don't have to answer this.
Over to you, Brad. I'm
well-
going to palm that one off to you. Would you do it for your partner?
I wouldn't do it for a dog. And
Are you one of these people that takes the dog out at night and then pretends that you have nothing to do with what...
no, see, this whole plastic bag around your hand touching another animal's fecal matter, that just rules me out of dog ownership.
Does it?
Listeners, in case you just tuned in, this isn't actually...
I think we're supposed to be talking about African animals.
Yeah, this
aren't
is
we?
actually a bona fide show on Radio Northern Beaches.
Good point.
You're within my backyard with Colin and Brad, and our resource for today is David Barr. But I can say that I was once the part owner, family dog, of a Great Dane.
Oh boy, there's
And
a bag.
I often took the Great Dane for a walk. And I've got a tip for all those people out there in Dogland. Mm-hmm. Double bag.
Yeah.
You got to go the double bag. When you're dealing with serious...
With a big dog.
Yes.
Yes.
You got to go the double bag, I reckon.
Bag. Well, I actually had this talk with my daughter because we were riding along the wonderful Narrabeen Lagoon walk/ride/run, and we were noticing how much of this bag work was going on. And so we started to... She posited, "What do you think, Dad? How thick would the bag have to be for you to get involved?"
Dog's a wonderful thing. Love dogs. I've always had a dog.
Yeah.
So we're measuring in microns now, aren't we?
Yeah.
What sort of microns are we talking?
No, there's no thickness.
Do you know that in Ku-ring-gai there was a behaviour that was going on for quite some time, which eventually got on the nerves of basically everybody? Mm-hmm. People would go for a bushwalk just near where I live, and it's a beautiful fire trail that goes through the back of through the back of Gordon, and they would pick up the business with the bag, and then they'd tie a nice little knot in the bag, and then they would leave the bag by the side of the trail.
That is really irritating.
Wow.
As if to say, listen,
I've done my bit, someone else can finish it off.
Well, either that, or I'm just going to walk to the end of the track and then I'm going to come back, so I'll pick it up on my way back.
And they don't.
Well, after a while, you'd see these bags that had obviously been there for a while, and it really became a bit of a problem. So... responsible pet ownership is a real issue.
I think people are pretty good, generally speaking. I think it's well inculcated into the local culture now that you have a dog, you've got a bag, and you pick it up. I remember going to Paris years ago, and it was just appalling. I mean, there was dog droppings everywhere.
Germany the same.
Yeah,
it's incredible. Dogs in restaurants, dogs on trains, dogs basically everywhere.
I'm thinking now of that Far Side cartoon, Dogs Driving. Have you seen that? You're just listing all of those things with dogs.
I've always loved the Gary Larson cartoon where looking at things from two sides. There's the owner of the dog talking to his dog and thinking he's telling him, what to do, and then it's what the dog actually hears.
Yes,
and he's saying, well, now, Fido, I want you to do this and that and blah, blah. And from Fido's perspective, all he hears is blah, 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 Fido, blah, blah, blah.